Hello, sorry guys.
The snow just
Wow,
started.
we
I
were
think we
gone.
shut down.
We have no idea what happened there. Wow, that was literally you froze up. The computer just
Yes,
shut
Deborah,
down,
we scrambled.
and we're here. So you know what? I don't think anyone left. So thank you guys for sticking with us. For some people, that may have been fun. That got my juices flowing. How about you, Kelly?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so.
I
don't know where you lost us, but we were talking about fun and activities,
Yeah.
things that you can do for fun. And again, as we've talked about, is think about those reasons why. Why do you want to have fun? Does it make you more enjoyable to be around? Does it really affect your business because people want to be around you? Does it affect your spouse? Relationship with your kids? Like yesterday, I took my kids. We went skiing. And we had fun. It was a little challenging because we haven't gone skiing this year, and so they got a little burnout. But again, I think Margaret, great. Goal of learning Spanish. Awesome.
Yes, and what's that one easy step? And you guys are probably already writing that down and just putting that one easy step. So it may be just calling up a girlfriend and making that date. I just want to speak to all the mamas out there who just yes, I love that. Spartans, all that kind of fun stuff. The mamas that get that mommy guilt. And it's so hard for you guys to schedule fun. You have to give yourself permission. So if you can't give yourself permission, please hear me. I am giving you permission to have some fun. You will be a better mama if you have some fun.
You're going to be a better wife too.
Wife, your kids, friend. I mean, it can go all over the place, but I know that this is a subject that a lot of moms struggle with. But I know that they're going to have such better family home life if they schedule that fun. And that fun right now where you can't go get a babysitter, maybe you can't afford it, it's not in the budget. I get that. When Tyler was working, 70, 80, 90 hours a week, and I was home with our 3 little kids, 1, 2, and 3, I get it. I remember those days. And trust me, there was a lot of dance parties. I made sure to have fun, and I just included them in that fun. So, but give yourself permission if you can, just to be able to really, really, really have some fun in life.
Okay, so let's go on to the next topic, fitness. Fitness, as we mentioned, with finances.
Health, so this is exercising, food, intake, all that kind of fun stuff.
It's probably one of the most popular.
Yes.
And I think we can all say maybe you guys have had health goals and fitness goals that you already set for this year. Yeah. I want to, lose some weight. I want to gain some weight. I want to just, feel better in my own skin. Maybe you have, blood work or whatever it may be that you want to improve. Those are all things that fit into the fit and health arena. And one of the things that we've seen, not only in our business being in health and wellness, but owning a gym, is people start out with absolute great intentions. And I want to, guys, lead you through that. Is if you've ever started that and you know that maybe you didn't reach your goal, and stop and think about why that was. Is, all right, I'm going to, say, for example, I'm going to run an ultra marathon this year. And say if that was my goal and I've never run before, and so I think I need to go run 8 miles tomorrow. That's not real enduring to say, oh, I want this. And so I think one of the things here is make long-term achievable, milestones. And, that's really, from a fitness point of view, is I think the longer term you think it, the daily is going to be even better. Michelle listed here that she wants to step on stage for a fitness competition. Great. And have that, when's that timeline? What's it going to mean? By you accomplishing that, how is that going to have relevance for you and your family and your finances and all those other things? The more you tie it in with all the rest of them, the better it's going to lay that foundation for you where you want to achieve. Great, Sydney. That's a great example, and it's very tangible, and it's very measurable, and it's very attainable. And it's, think about what's that going to be accomplished. One of the things that I was thinking about this, we talked about last night, and I was thinking a little bit deeper this morning, is I have a very long-term fitness goal. I have a long-term health goal. And my long-term fitness and health goal is our kids that are 11, 9, and 8. When they're in their, graduate high school, they get into their 20s and, they're taking on life. I want to be able to do whatever with them. If that means my boys want to go play soccer because they play soccer, if they want to play football, if my daughter wants to, do something active, as she's very active and dances like crazy, that I am in health, I am in fitness shape, that I can do whatever with them. And that was something that I didn't have. My dad was a college football player. He was then a teacher, and like I said, he had a farm, and he never worked out, and he really didn't take very good care of himself, and he was very overweight. And so when I was of those ages, he physically couldn't do that. And that's something that really impacted me, and realized that I don't want to be that way. Now, that's a 10 to 12, 15-year goal. It's very long term. And so I need to boil it down and say, where do I need to be in 8 years? So that's the goal. Where do I need to be in 5? Where do I need to be in 3? Where do I need to be in 1? Where do I need to be today? And one of my focuses on that is I need to stay active. I need to still go do crazy things like play soccer and get a concussion because I'm out there and active and not afraid. I need to play football and get a broken finger because I'm not afraid that I'm going to sit on the couch. I'm actively doing things that drive me.
Yeah, I think that's so great. So, and it's emotion. There's emotion behind it because he has that story tied to his dad. Like I want to do cartwheels with my grandchildren, so I make sure do a couple cartwheels a week to keep that cartwheel up. So what is that? What do those goals look like for you? It could be starting a Whole30 eating program, or a shameless plug of Isagenix. I mean, I had to do it, you guys. It could be that you want to just start tracking macros. Whatever it looks like for you, just put that goal in there, and then the emotion behind it. What would losing 20 pounds this year do for you? How would you show up better to your business? How would you show up better to your family? How would that really change? Like really right there, you guys, there's space there to really journal like what that would look like for you. And what's that first easy step? You guys, guess what? I do this workshop for myself. I obviously did it January 1st. I think it was actually December 29th. And my fitness and health goal, you guys, I used to be like a workout junkie. I taught classes for, 7 years or so. And I loved working out. And so guess what I did not do on this step? I didn't write, and I had a workout goal of just to start exercising again, because I haven't worked out in forever. I've taken a couple bar classes, but probably like a year it's been since I worked out, which is crazy for me because I was like obsessed. But I've developed a super healthy mindset, which was actually my goal for last year, a healthy mindset of not punishing myself for eating and working out. So it's really been amazing for me personally. But I didn't put my first easy step down on my fitness goal. And guess who has not worked out yet this year? Me. And so you guys, I really challenge you, like, what is that first easy step? So I am going to be held accountable to you guys when I get off this today. I'm going to schedule myself just a bar class. I'm just going to put my name in there and just say I'm going to attend because that's an easy step for me. And I'm going to pack a gym bag because those are two things that I can do that will make me show up to that class, but they're simple and they're easy. And it's not as scary of thinking, oh my gosh, I know I'm going to be so sore tomorrow, and just not doing it. And, that's just me. But I know everybody has different things out there. It could be where you just need to clean out all the junk food from your refrigerator, or clean out the cupboards, or get rid of that junk drawer that the kids don't know about, that it still has the Halloween candy in it that you're still sneaking out and eating it.
Really?
No, I don't have that, but really? I know moms, come on, have my back here. We all have that drawer. Where the kids think the candy's gone, but it's still there. No.
This could even be and I'm just thinking about this could be a fitness health goal for your family. Yeah. It could be something as a family we're going to, improve our diet. As a family, we're going to be more active. We're going to go do things as a family. And I think that accountability piece, as we build that into these goals, makes them way more achievable.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. We get to move on to my favorite one, you guys.
Freaky.
So these are the goals that you guys get to literally just shatter glass ceilings, and you get to just like throw your shoulders a little bit farther back, and you get to dream, and just those things that like burn in your heart. You guys, I'm going to share my 3 for this year, and they're embarrassing. Not embarrassing. I'm not embarrassed by them, but they're the kind of things where when you tell them to somebody, they laugh at you, and they're just like, okay, good luck. And it's the kind of things where if you are not crying, and I'm going to share some stories behind them too, because it's so fun to write freaky goals to me. It's so fun. And I remember, I'll tell you one really quick story. I came home one time, and my plane landed. I get into the house, and I'm just like feeling a freaky goal, right? So I walk into my office, and the kids are behind me, and they're like 4, 5, 6, they're little. And I grab a Sharpie marker, And I start in our office writing big, my goals up on the wall. And my kids are like yelling, Daddy, Mom's writing on the wall, because that's the big no-no. And, but let me tell you guys, that big Sharpie goal, it wasn't something I could wash off. It was, when we sold that house, it was really hard to paint over. I learned next time I'm going to use like crayon or a washable or something. But that Sharpie, like thick black Sharpie goal was in front of me every single day. And it was freaky, but it was one of those goals that we hit. And I know it's because I wrote it down, and I know it's because I focused on it every day. So my 3 freaky goals this year are, and you can laugh at me, but wait till, I can't see your face. No, I'm kidding. My man's the character. No. So I have 3 freaky goals. Number 1, and this is for 2018. So it's, like one day maybe, but like, okay. So I'm a little insecure right now. I don't know why. I told these goals last night. It was super easy, but now I'm like,
just kind of rattled them
I
off.
rattled them off, and now I'm like, I don't know, sweating. You guys are making me sweat. Okay. I want to be on the cover of Forbes magazine. I know. Forbes magazine. I want to be a shark on Shark Tank, a guest shark. I don't want to be on Shark Tank. I want to be a shark this year. And then my third one is, you guys are, thank you for those affirmations. You make me feel so good. And then the third one is, and this is one we will do, is I will give $1 million to the foundation of A21. That will happen this year. That was my goal last year, and I didn't hit it. It will happen this year. So let me talk about these. Obviously, all of these make me like feel, right? But let me tell you the coolest part about this. Literally the day after I wrote these freaky goals, literally the day after, I had a random girl just call me out of the blue. I don't even really know her. I don't know her. She just called me out, and she got my phone number, whatever. And she said, hey, I really want to talk to you about a business opportunity. I would love for you to invest in this business with me. And I was like, so I got to be all sharky, I was like, and I didn't really realize it till I got off the phone, and I was like, that is a love note from God, like saying like, hey, guess what? You just like sharked it out. Because that doesn't happen to me. Tyler gets the investments. Like, he gets the people who call him, right? But it was so like, I was just so full of gratitude. I was like, dream big, guys. Like, and I'm not here to like be a motivational speaker right now, but I'm just saying like, he wants to fulfill those desires in your heart. And all you have to do is be obedient by literally writing it down and like just focusing on it. And then literally not just a couple, like literal hours later, a lady called me from A21, and those of you guys that don't know, A21 is a foundation that really specializes in modern day slavery, whether that's sex trafficking or abuse. And my heart's for the children, you guys. God calls us to work with the orphans and the widows, and it's these kids without a voice that are just being brutally treated. And she calls me, and she was just calling to say thank you. She goes, hey, I just want to say thank you. I don't know who you are or this whole Modern Mom on a Mission and what it is, but I want to hear about it. But I just want to say thank you. You are actually one of our biggest donors for 2017. And I was so beating myself up because I didn't hit the goal, you guys, and I didn't hit it by a lot. Like I did what I could for Modern Mom on a Mission. It doesn't make a lot of money. So I did what I could. And, but it was so encouraging to me. And she goes, and because of you, I just want you to know, like, this hadn't been published yet. She's like, but we just found 10 kids. And the youngest one being 3 years old, and she was, you guys, like, she was a sex slave, a 3-year-old sex slave. The things that are going on in this world, you guys, it is our duty to help and save and really like, but if you don't have goals and if you don't have dreams and you don't get freaky and you don't step out, it's not going to happen. And my desire, you guys, as a modern mom on a mission and teaming up with this guy, you guys, is that we can set these goals. This goal workshop's it's just a small little thing, but it's the right direction of where we all need to go in order to make this world a better place. And so that was just exciting for me because those were just 2 love notes from God where he's just like, keep dreaming, keep writing, keep doing, keep pushing, like who cares if people laugh at you? Forbes still hasn't called me. I'm not sure why, probably because that was like an ego one. I don't know. But, and I wasn't really emotional behind it, but the other 2, I was emotional behind it. It's just kind of cool. So anyways, I just wanted to like share my heart with you guys and that. I just want to dare you to just dream big and write those freaky goals and the why behind them and what you can do. Because I can tell you what, if you have a why so big, nothing will stop you. And I know that those sweet kids are relying on me and expecting me. And so I will work hard this entire year to make that. And what's that first easy step? What does it look like? Do you need to email Forbes magazine and just be like, hey, this is who I am, this is what I do, So anyways, okay, moving on, past freaky. I hope you guys were writing during all my storytelling there. And what we want you to do now is to take each of your why goals, the ones that were the most important to you, and write those on the next page in order. So what was that one faith one? That one focus goal for you? What was that one family one? What was that one financial one? And write those down.
So this is just kind of a space where you can condense it all out. It is that one thing, so you're not too scattered across all these different areas, and we're going to start to order these. Mm-hmm. And that section below, as you see, that is 1 through 6. And when we say order goals, and you can say, well, all those goals are important. And I agree, they all are important. But yet, which one compounds the next goal? For example, say, you're thinking about in your family section that you're going to spend more time with your family. Well, what's that going to do? That's going to create you a better home relationship, which is actually going to create a better fun relationship, which is going to create a better business relationship, which may ultimately lead you to your freaky goal. And so if you think about those, and kind of the description I was given today is like one of those Russian dolls that kind of build inside each other, inside each other, inside each other. So if you start undoing those, which is the one in the middle? And, that to me is the number one goal. And you just kind of list that out. They're all important. We mentioned this to begin with, cornerstones of what you're going to accomplish here in 2018. So as you get through that list.
Great question, Sarah, because her question is this just for the 3 month? Is this for our year goals? That's up to you guys, I think it's great you could almost reprint this out and do it just for your 3 months. If you just did your year right now, if you did your 3 months right here, then maybe print it out and do your year one. You guys, this worksheet you could write a whole book on these and keep on using this system. So exactly however it works best for you. But I do want you guys to think about when you're ordering out those goals. For me right now, I'm so dialed into work. That is why my fitness goal is number 6 right now. It's just like 2018, I have to make money. And I've never been a money driven person ever. I'm just I'll work at McDonald's. I don't care, money, but I've learned that money really can help and do change. So I'm very focused on that. So business is higher up there for me. And I know if I'm aligned in that business, my family, and those goals might fall a little bit short for a 3 month period. And it may not be that top priority for me because I know what I'm focusing on. And so I want to give you guys permission here to be really real with yourself here. Not say that family is going to be number one or fitness is going to be number one. And then you're going to let, something else fall through the wayside, because our goal is really, these are the goals that you guys you're already started that programming in your brain by writing this down. So they're all in the back of your brain. But for the first section of this month, we want you guys to really be focused on one thing. So out of all of those 6, what did you put on the very top one? You guys, I've shared my heart with you. I need to make money. My business goal is number 1. And I have had the chat with God, we're still going to spend time together. It's not like he's number 2 in my life. He encompasses it all. But the fact that I'm going to lead, 3 more Bible studies this year, that probably falls into number 3 category right now. And it's going to happen and I'm focused. But I know my focus.
And remember,
right,
there's a foundation. If there's 6 of them here, they all have to be on solid ground.
Right.
If you only focus on one and not the others, and guess what? There is no such thing as balance. You're going to be focused more on one, but when you realize you focus on that one, all of the rest of them are downstream and they just kind of flow with it. And so on our last page is the big circle and is the focus goal. And, for example, Kendall said her fitness and health, and her fitness and health may lock everything else. If she is fit and she's feeling healthy, then she's more able to maybe progress in her business. She's more able to then spend time with her family. And that's just an example, guys. And so really boiling that down. And so you can take that up, and every day you wake up, That's what I'm focused on. This is what I'm doing. This is where I'm going. So
yeah,
that's focus.
And that's the focus. And that's what we really, really want to see for you guys. And we are just excited for you to put those focus goals. So those focus goals and all these 6 goals are the Post-its that you're going to put around your bathroom mirror, that you're going to write with lipstick on your mirror. It's the screensaver that you're going to put on the back of your phone. So every time you click on it, this is my other one. I have a screensaver on here right now for our church. But just in reminder to pray over it and things like that. But just what is that? What are you focusing on every single day, and where can you put those reminders out there? That's another crucial part of all of this goal setting. And it is 10 o'clock, and we promised that we would keep them 1 strict hour.
Yeah, so I apologize because we have another minute or two, and we want to, as we start this call, as you guys have understood, this isn't just a one-time only. We want to engage with as many people as we can over this year to reach their goals. One of my goals, as Kelly has said, from a standpoint of, earning that, $1 million so we can give to A21 is so, we want to do that because it really touches our lives. And I can remember when, Kelly was first experienced that, we were taking a trip, and I can remember the story of her, coming into my, got into our truck.
It's gonna make me cry. Let's.
Okay, so moving along, and we realized that we need to be accountable there, and the more people we're responsible to, the more accountable we are. So what we decided to do is we're going to create a year-long program, and I'm going to share it right now on the screen so you guys can see. We are sharing. This is what we put together. And at this point, I want you guys, don't feel obligated to it, but yet this is an opportunity. This is an opportunity. If you know that you need to have skin in the game, you need to be accountable, that's what we need to do. We have big goals. We know we're going to do that through a couple of our businesses, but as well, this is an opportunity for us to give more to people and, be that, accountability partner. So we really have 2 different groups here, and I'm going to focus on the Platinum Premium membership, and that is exclusive mentoring with both of us. We're going to have a Facebook group where we're going to accountable. You guys had those red, green, and yellow, printouts that we're going to share each week. It is, are you red? Did you know I didn't hit it? Or green, I'm on pace, I'm there. That is going to be the accountability check, and that is weekly with our Zoom calls. We're going to have other entrepreneurs talking about businesses, what they've done from a goal setting.
Health experts. I mean,
totally.
Whatever your subject is, it'll tie into that. And so these prices are a monthly price. We were, contemplating whether to do it a big chunk on the front end or to do it monthly. And we personally believe in skin in the game. And if you're knowing you're writing that check every single month or, is coming out of your account, you better believe you are going to be held accountable to that. I'm going to be held accountable to that. So this is something, again, it's no pressure for you guys, but those of you that are super serious about wanting to hit your goals, we just wanted to offer this for you guys. Yep. The Gold Star membership is going to be a bigger group and quite not so intimate. The Platinum one will be a more intimate group, and you guys will get an hour phone call with me and Tyler.
As well with that, we plan to have at the beginning of 2019 an entire retreat. And by being a part of that group, you're going to get an invitation to it. It's going to be members only. And our intention with that is to celebrate the success of 2018, of everyone hitting those goals. One of the other things that we realize is we've had the opportunities to coach and work with a lot of people that maybe is not available to everyone. And, from that, we want to bring them in and share their expertise and how it's affected our lives, how we've been able to reach our goals, and how we've gotten past a lot of our failures and recognized our failures and driven us on to bigger goals. So you guys, at the conclusion of this, you're going to get an email with a link to subscribe to these. This is a monthly program. It's going to be for a year long. At the same point, we're going to send this recording back out. So if you need to reflect back on some of these steps that we have, we're going to send you this recording. So look for that email coming out to you shortly, as soon as we get this all packaged together, coming back at you guys. So
we did want to speak to you guys really quick about the Platinum membership. If you have a spouse, they can do this with you for no additional cost. So it's just the Platinum membership for added spouse for no additional cost. If they decide to do the Gold Star with you, that's fine, but you guys will both be charged the $49 per month on that, just so that you guys understand and are clear on that.
So thank you guys so much. We appreciate you joining us. If nothing else, you guys have the framework to, make 2018 an amazing year. We're going to continue to share content. We're going to continue to do this stuff. We're going to continue to do because it reaches our goals of giving. And we understand that we need to have partners in that opportunity. And we realize that we hopefully have value to bring you guys.
Yes.
So we thank you guys for joining us. Hopefully you valued this. Hopefully it brought you guys something that you can tangibly work with this year.
Yes, and I'm so excited to hear those freaky goals, you guys. If you just message me or let me know those, I will be praying over those, and I'm excited for 2018 to just be incredible for you guys. So thank you so much. It was fun to break this down with you, and we hope you guys have an awesome day.
All right. Bye, guys.
See ya.